Very good evening and welcome to the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium in Johor, Baru. It's semi-final day of the 11th edition of the Sultan of Johor Cup. And I can tell you that India have been in the semi-finals in every single appearance they've had at the Sultan of Johor Cup, and that is 9. And their opponent tonight, Germany, they've attended the Sultan of Johor Cup once, and they too have appeared every single time in the semi-final, because this is their second appearance. Well, before we look at the team lineups and the form of the teams coming into this game, we're going to hear from both coaches. First will be the coach of India, C.R. Kumar, followed by the coach of Germany, Ryan van Eyck.
Well, CR, the semi-finals are up today, and obviously that's where you wanted to be at this stage in the tournament. Are you happy with the teams playing?
Yeah, so far I'm very happy, except the first game that we didn't perform as we expected, and gradually the momentum started coming in. And at the moment, definitely I'm very happy and looking forward to today's game against Germany.
Obviously it is against Germany, and you played them earlier in the year, and that final, I'm sure, left a bit of a sour taste in your players' mouths.
Yes, that's right, because we made some silly errors inside the circle, and obviously we didn't utilize the chances that we created in scoring. That was the reason why the scoreline was huge, and otherwise we played pretty well, and we kept the good pressure on them, and we also achieved penalty corners. But we failed to score. Had we scored the goals which we created, the scoreline could have been different. Initially we played in the pool game, it was 2-3, very close game. But finals, in my opinion, we played better, but we didn't score.
So is the focus today on really taking the chances when they come your way?
Yeah, exactly, because you see, we believe that we know, we have been watching them very closely after playing a couple of games. We know where we really focus in, and couple of good players, they're valid points with the strengths. We know what is they're doing on field with ball and without ball. So we are trying to assess their inside circle defense, and so we have to create some chances to score against.
I know with Indian hockey there's the expectation that you're meant to win everything, but how important is it winning this, or is it more about the preparation for the World Cup?
Yeah, it gives a lot of confidence, no doubt, and obviously the federation and the team members, they know pretty well that we left behind some of the key players, and they are second kind of a string of players, but they are not weak player. We can't. They are second to none, I can say. They are equally good, and only the experience is different. Those players already played one World Cup, and these guys are freshers. So, but still they can deliver what we expect, and they have been doing it so far.
Well, we wish you well, and we'll find out by the end of today whether you can defend your title.
Yes, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll stick on to the expectations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, Ryan, obviously your final pool game against Great Britain proved to be quite a test for the team.
It definitely was. It definitely was. I think we had a difficulty controlling the GB players coming into with them coming into our circle, and we were not consistent enough in the circle. Had a lot of goal shots, most of them not on target. We have to be better with our chances. It doesn't happen too often that you have 13 shots on goal and you only score 2. So we got to be better in the circle on both sides.
Yeah, now that's a fair assessment, I think. But we're moving into the semi-finals now, and you're facing India, who you played earlier this year.
I think that's both a positive and a negative. That means we probably go into this game with a target on our backs. We did well in the summer. Right now we just want to be here, want to focus on the now and whatever happens in the game. Not to compare too much with what happened in the past or what we want to do in the future. India is an amazing team to play because it's something different. We're very much looking forward to that because it will challenge us to focus more on our defensive jobs that we haven't been executing too well the last 2 games, I think.
It's amazing because both of you, your records are pretty much exactly the same in that you've scored the same amount of goals, conceded the same amount of goals. So there's nothing to choose between the two of you.
I think it's definitely an even game. We've scored a little bit more goals from open play and from the field. The Indians scored a lot of PCs. or penalty corners. And I think the general type of play is a big difference. But if we are able to control that, it will be an exciting game. And obviously it's going to be an even, open game. Still want to push a little bit more towards our direction.
Still on target to retain the trophy you won in 2012, so there's plenty to play for.
It definitely is. We're trying to keep on going this way.
Thanks very much for your time and all the best.
Thank you, Ashley.
We hope you enjoyed those interviews with the two coaches, C.R. Kumar of India and Ryan van Eyck from the German team. Well, as I said, this is the first semi-final today. Germany finished second of their pool. India finished top in their pool. And there is very little to choose between them or any of the other semi-finalists. All four semi-finalists won 2 of their pool games, drew 1, and that is all 4 teams have that record. When we look at Germany versus India, well, not only did they win 2, draw 1, but goals for, Germany scored 12, India scored 12. Goals against 6 for India, goals against 6 for Germany. So absolutely nothing to choose between these two teams and their form coming into this semi-final. And so it will, I suspect, be a very close game. We're going to turn our attention now to the team lineups and the players I think you need to look out for. To me, for India, Puvana wearing the number 5, he's almost gone unnoticed in the tournament. Does so much work that you actually don't notice him and plays simple passes a lot of the time that, again, don't catch the eye. Vishnukant will be crucial in midfield, so too their captain Uttam. But up front is where they're going to need to find the goals as well today. They've been getting goals from Lacroix from penalty corners, and he again is the leading goal scorer in the tournament. But I'm sure Germany will have done their homework on him and will be looked to close him down. Rohit, who's the marshal in the defence, wearing 32, again, he is going to be crucial at keeping the Germans at bay and organising the defence around them. Turning our attention now to Germany, and well, they've just got a wealth of talent. I've been impressed with Louis Herchmer. He wearing the number 10. He was drifting out of the game the other day and then suddenly created something pretty much out of nothing. At the back, Autus Barry is going to be crucial for them. Florian Sperling up front along with Ben Hasbach have been really good and look really dangerous whenever the ball comes to them. And they again are going to be crucial that India manage to keep them under wraps. Also Mikhail Strutov wearing number 25 and also the captain Mateo Poljurak. Well, they are also lively, carrying the ball forward, creating things in the circle, and also happy to have a shot themselves. So there's plenty of talent in both sides, and really you could say you're going to have to watch every player in these two teams because there are no weak links. Well, I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing the action with you, and before we do, we're going to look at who's umpiring this game. And I can tell you that we have Tim Sheehan from Australia and Kevin Roberts from Wales. So they will be tasked with keeping these teams under control and making sure that nothing untoward happens in the game. And we wish them all the best. I would like to acknowledge our sponsors who again have made it possible for us to bring you the live stream throughout the tournament. And that is Project Innovations, an independent consultancy providing project management services covering all stages of a construction project from its inception through construction to completion. And also we have Ong and Ong, Design and Management and Engineering, and their intimate understanding of modern living allows them to curate unique and inspiring environments, setting a new benchmark that sets them apart. We also have Groundwork Interior, a multiple award-winning custom interior fittings firm with a presence in Australia, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Thailand, the Philippines, and Vietnam. And of course, we can't forget Atlas. They've got the hockey world covered. Now, if you can support any of these companies at any stage, we ask you to do so, or at least share their details with someone who might use them, because they've been very good to support the live stream of the tournament this time around, and they're supporting hockey, so we ask you to support them. Well, this game is not too far away. They've got 3 more minutes of warm-up time left, and then we will be off for the national anthems, and then we can get proceedings underway. As we heard in those interviews, they did meet earlier in the year in the Four Nations tournament in Germany, and it was 3-2 in the pool match to Germany, and then in the final it was 6-1 to Germany. Now, as both coaches actually said, they said that result flattered really a little bit, in that India created opportunities but didn't manage to convert them. And as Ryan van Eyck was saying, Germany actually played very well and tended to convert every opportunity that came their way in that match. Well, that's what you have to do, and that's what both these teams are going to have to do in this match if they want to progress through to the final. Well, it is not too far away now. I can say we had a thunderstorm a little bit earlier that delayed the start of the 7th and 8th place playoff, and if you haven't watched that, I can confirm that it was a close encounter. South Africa took the lead, and then literally 3 minutes later Malaysia equalised, and then it was Malaysia who took the lead and South Africa who equalised, and then in the 56th minute Malaysia managed to find a winner. And so Malaysia do not finish with the wooden spoon. South Africa do this time around, reversing the situation from 2022. And Malaysia will be very relieved, because they've only ever picked up the wooden spoon twice in the 11-year history of the competition. And a win will be vital for them moving forward to the World Cup that they are hosting in Kuala Lumpur at the beginning of December. Well, the warm-up beginning to come to an end. And it is a very, well, there's a nice breeze now. It's not a strong breeze, but it is fluttering the flags on the far side slightly. But it was extremely humid during the last game, and I'm pleased to say that the humidity seems to have cooled a little bit now, so it shouldn't be quite as bad as it was. So we've had plenty of goals in the tournament coming into today, 76 in 14 games, add another 5 in the previous game, and we're up to 81 in 15 games. So plenty of goals, still a long way off the record for a tournament. This was a 6-team tournament, 2017, with 140 goals scored at the Sultan of Johor Cup. Leading goal scorer at the moment in the competition is Lakra from India. Can he continue his form from penalty corners? Players coming over the side now, and they will just line up along the side of the pitch, and then the umpires will invite them to walk to the centre. As the announcer runs through the team lineups, just another stat that I'm going to share with you that might be interesting for all those that love their stats. So in this tournament so far, India, as I mentioned, have conceded 6 goals. 5 of those goals have been scored from penalty corners. So 1 field goal and 5 penalty corners are the way that India have conceded their 6 goals. Germany have conceded 6 goals as well. They've conceded 3 from penalty corners and 3 from field goals. Now, read into that what you might, but it tends to say that India's defence in open play is very good, but then when it comes to penalty corners, well, it's still pretty good, because they've had plenty of penalty corners taken against them, and they've only conceded 3 goals. The referees, or umpires rather, are in position down below. The German players beginning to line up along the edge of the pitch. Final hug for all of the players. Joshua Onyeki Naji will be in goal for Germany, and not surprisingly, starting under the bar for India will be Mohit. So they've both gone with their #1 goalkeepers to start the semi-final. Whether they rotate them, we will have to wait and see. Teams have been doing that here, but not always, depending on the situation in the game itself. Sultan comes forward now, and he will shake hands with Matteo Poljarak, and they switch pennants. And I like the fact that we're seeing pennants being exchanged again. I think it's something that should happen in every international. It's a great way of keeping a record of the games that have been played, especially if they are made out with the name of the fixture, as was always the case in the past, although sometimes now it is just says German Hockey Federation and it's just shared. Well, the two captains follow the umpires out to the centre. The players shake hands with their opposite number. The start of the first semi-final is literally not that far away. Just two national anthems to be played, a final handshake, and we can get things underway. The players almost in position. And the first national anthem will be the national anthem of India. And now we will have the national anthem of Germany. Not sure how those anthems sounded through the microphones, but they're a little bit distorted here in the stadium. We apologize for that. There have been just a little bit of feedback from the speakers when they've been played. I'm not sure who won the toss there, but the German players going through now, high-fiving their opponents. Taking the ball with him that time was Pierre Heinrichs. He's played it back slowly towards the half-time. It's just been kicked that time. So the ball will eventually, I'm sure, find its place on the halfway line again. So both teams now go into one last huddle before we get things underway. Captains usually kneeling down inside that huddle, sharing their final words of inspiration. India, the defending champions. Germany, of course, who won it the last time they were here in 2012. Only one can go through to the grand final. The gold medal match tomorrow. Who will it be? Will it be India or will it be Germany? India, with such a proud history in this tournament. As I said, they've made the semi-finals every single appearance they've made here at Johor Bahru. They've won the title 3 times, including last year, in an absolute thriller of a final against Australia. And Germany, of course, won it the first time back in 2012, their only appearance at the Sultan of Johor Cup. So it looks as if India will be the team to get us underway. Rajinder just showcasing his wonderful stick skills. The German subs taking their time to just stroll from the field of play. Joshua Onyekwe Naji just getting his gear from behind the goal. The whistle goes and we're underway in the first semi-final of this 11th edition of the Sultan of Johor Cup. India versus Germany. And that was a backstick as the clearance tried to be made by Germany. So India with an early free hit deep in the German half. Thrown to the air across the field of play. Pushing high for Germany is Sperling. Again, it's thrown to the air. Somehow that was brought down. Quite incredible. Great ball into the circle. Picked up, goes through 2 tackles. Off his line is Onyekwe Naji. And it's gone wide. And what a run that was into the circle in the end, coming from Aditya. Aditya is amongst the top scorers for India in the tournament as well. He has 2. As I mentioned, Lakra has 5. Polyurek couldn't bring that one down, so edged his stick and goes through. Rohit will play it in from the side for India. India now being closed down. Rohit put under pressure from Polyurek. Polyurek, rather. Well, didn't really get that under control, Flatten, and so India have it again. Played square, Vishnukant now. Plays it at the back post, off the pads. Instinctive save from Onyekwe Naji. And that was a really good deflection inside the circle from India, but a great save from the German keeper. Joshua Onyekwe Naji is a bit of a DJ as well, I believe, around the Cologne area. Just wonder what his pre-game tunes are. Berends goes infield. Good turn from Herchema. Thrown up the middle and it wasn't really brought under control. Struthov tried to just grab it as it bounced. Free hit goes against the German player as he was stumbling. That was von Montglas. Hugo von Montglas is very good at picking up the scraps from miss-hit clearances and then turning them back into an attack. I think that was deliberately missed that time by Berends. And his ball from the side goes back to the defensive line. Pushed out, played straight back by Flatten. Good ball into the midfield. Polyurek turns, creates some space, was looking to throw the aerial pass out to the right-hand side, but nobody making a run. Comes back to Polyurek down the line. That was a good pass by Berends. Polyurek tackled then before he could get near the circle. Herchema feeds it again, this time to Flatten. Flatten goes back to Struthov. Back into the defensive line, Jakob Brila. Free hit conceded by India. A little bit over-ambitious from Aditya. Barry to Brila. Lovely angle pass, Hasbach. Hasbach shoots, good save, Mohit. Cleared well in the end as well by Lakra. Well, Hasbach, we heard, that's the first time he hadn't scored 1 or 3 goals was against Australia. He didn't manage to get any goals in Germany's next game either. So he'll be hungry for goals today, Ben Hasbach, just 17 years of age and a really great talent. Came through the Bremen Hockey Club. Struthoff, lovely turn. He just left Aaron in his wake. Struthoff takes the free hit quickly. Just a bit of a slip that time from Holderman. Holderman slipped again. He'll come back this time to Christian Franz. Franz squares it to Autus Barry. Germany transitioning well until they turn it over. Utam now receives it. Barry goes in strongly and concedes the free hit. Utam maybe smaller than many of the German players, but still is incredibly strong for a small man. Rawat goes back into the defensive line. He'll come wide to Rawat again. Struthoff looks to close him down. He plays it forward. Utam, well, he gets a bump in the back. I don't know what Franz was complaining about there. Definitely gave him a little bump. Utam, and again a hand in the back that time from Franz. Caught the foot of Utam. So Utam, I think, just having the measure there of Franz, being the smaller player, Franz finding him tricky to deal with. Misdirected pass in the midfield that time from Heinrichs. So India going on the attack again. 6 minutes gone. Nice turn on the outside from Arun. Comes to Heinrichs again. He feeds it wide. Pressure being applied all the time by Angad. That's good work. He forced von Montglas to go back. Played square now into the defensive line again. Barry to Franz. Barry again. This time it's Gurjot closing him down. Franz tries to go on the angle and missed the stick and caught the feet of Ben Hasbach. It was a good lead again by Hasbach. India go high and long. Goes over the sideline though, not able to keep it in play. Sapoljevic. Brought down that time by Jakob Brilla, feeding it up the line to Hasbach. Good touch coming that time from Lakra, just to put it over the side. To the air it goes again. And the Indian player coming into those 5 meters before Holderman was able to bring the ball down and under control. So Hugo von Montglas now with the free hit. Takes it away from the circle, plays it now back to Schmidt. Didlaukis. I'll get it out eventually. Bria. Franz on the angle. Good ball into the circle, but it came straight back out off the stick of Sperling. Schmidt Didlaukis. Franz again on the angle, and this time it just kicked off the turf, and there was no chance of Liam Holderman getting it under control. Holderman, who plays his hockey for Steglitzer TK. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Germany pressing high, it's stolen by Holderman. Holderman feeds it forward, but it just, unfortunately for Germany, went behind Sperling and over the baseline. But warning signs for India that they need to be a little bit sharper. They've gone on with things quickly, but coming across is Cordes. Plays it up the line. That was a good pass, picking out Flatten. Flatten helped it forward again. Germany liking to use the outsides of the pitch. Angad turns now. He looks to feed it through to Gurjot. Good recovery though coming from Berends. And free hit to Germany. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. No goals as yet. to be fair, only one shot really had, and that was a sharp save by Joshua Onyekwe Naji in goal for Germany. Jakob Brilla. Turn from Poljerik. Squares it. Christian Franz. Up the side and over the side it goes from India. So Germany at the moment seem to have the ascendancy as it's thrown wide, brought down this time by Strutov. Strutov jinks past one, into the circle he goes, and free hit just outside the D. Von Montglas again takes it quickly, self passes, didn't get it past the first defender. Good work that time from Sukhvinder. Be another free hit to Germany. Von Montglas this time goes back to Flatten. Barry into Herchemer. Brilla. And great transitioning by Germany. Now in the circle, great ball, and it's saved by Mohit. Shot on the turn from Poljerik on the reverse stick. Forcing the best out of Mohit. So one save each for the goalkeepers at the moment. Back to Barry it goes, a missed trap from him. He'll be helped out by his keeper. And that's a heavy touch, and it's turned it over. This is a chance now for Aditya. Aditya into the circle and penalised for shielding the ball with his stick, I think, or did it just touch her foot? I think it was shielding the ball with his stick. Von Montglas feeds it wide. It will come infield now to Strutov. Throws it to the left-hand side and unfortunately slipping. Schmidt did Laukis. Vishnakant, haven't seen too much of him in the first half. He's tackled, but the ball was played into the German foot. So it will be an India free hit just inside Germany's half. Vishnakant leaves it behind, and it'll be Sukhvinder that takes it. He throws it wide out onto the right-hand side. It wasn't played. It should be a long corner. Just caught the edge of the stick of Aaron Flatten. Played back this time by Rajinder. Goes back to Lakra again. Rawat. Lakra again. Goes to the air. Vishnakant is under it, and the German defender just backing in. That was Herchemer. Vishnakant started down the line, turned one way, went back, then turned again. Comes back now to Sukhvinder. Sukhvinder. And, well, the crowd are cheering everything. The German bench certainly trying to get the decisions to go their way with their cheering and applause. Altus Barry, what a pass that could have been for Strutov, but just was a little bit too far ahead of him. Now Uttam picks up for India, stolen away from him. That was a really good tackle coming in from Cordes. Now it's carried forward again by Germany. India steal it back though. And there's just too many players there for India. Uttam, nowhere he could go. It's thrown high and long again, and that's going to go into the circle. And there's a mixed up. Oh, and India a little bit disappointed there. And Germany calling for the ball. Well, it was a good run coming from Arun. It seemed as if the goalkeeper collided with his own defender. Brought down this time by Poljerik. Poljerik makes a run, looks to play it out wide, was impeded. I think the tackle that time coming in from Rawat that saw Germany pick up the free hit. Poljerik plays on quickly, slides it to the edge of the circle. Good intercept again by India. Nice turn and eventually played away. But it's back with Germany. This has been an opening spell of pressure for India. Into the circle, Hasbach didn't get it under control. Nice turn there coming from Aditya. Chasing back is Franz. Aditya's going to have to hold it up. Indian players go past him. Lovely turn from Aditya. Barry, though, full stretch, just gets the ball back for Germany. And now Germany come on the attack. There's danger. Just too far ahead again for Holderman. Holderman had made a really good run, but Hasbach just overhit the pass. Rohit now plays it out wide onto the left-hand side. Into the midfield it goes for India. Uttam. Running past Uttam was Jojo. Thrown to the air. Well, it has to be a free hit. Yep, the German player standing way too close as the Indian player brought it under control. But there's going to be no chance for another attack for India. Uttam looked up to the skies there, frustrated because they've been few and far between the attacking opportunities for India. But one save each in the first half for the goalkeepers means we head into the first break. India 0, Germany 0. Both teams out early for the start of the second quarter. Both wanting to get on with it. Both trying to send a message to each other. But at the moment it is honours even, 0-0 in this first semi-final. Germany were just hanging on to the ball. They now throw it over to India. And it will be Aditya again to get us underway. The man from Maharashtra. India will be no doubt hoping they have a little bit more possession this quarter than they had in the first quarter. Rajinder played it back, comes wide now to Lakra again. Vishnukant, good lead from him, but he missed the pass to Angad, and it's picked up this time by Christian Franz. Feeds Hasbach. Hasbach feeds it forward to Heinrichs. Heinrichs plays it into the circle. It's broken for Franz. Franz gets it in the goal. Well, Germany take the lead, and it's a defender who pushes up. Christian Franz is the goal scorer, and it was a mistake really at the back from India. And Germany get the perfect start to the second quarter. Germany 1, India 0, and just 23 seconds gone in the second quarter. Christian Franz from the Hockey Club Berlin, just 18 years of age. He enjoyed that one. I think he was a little bit surprised, and to be honest, Mohit just looked a little bit out of position. So India going to have to come from behind now. Sukhvinder plays it in from the side. Good pass by him, picking out Amandeep. It'll be a free hit though to Rajinder now. India will want to respond quickly. Thrown wide, brought down this time by Sukhvinder. German sticks were very good defensively there. Vishnukant Feeds it to Uttam, lovely turn, top of the circle, slipping though, gets a free hit just outside the D. Uttam, I think, looking at the umpire as if to say, well, I thought I was inside the circle there. Vishnukant, short pass, was the German 5 meters. Brila, not much on for him. Good marking by India. Finds Von Montglas. Von Montglas feeds Herchmer. Herchmer feeds it out wide now for Germany on the right-hand side. This is danger for India. Into the circle. Shot on the turn. Mohit again was there, but it went wide this time. Sperling, the player with the shot. We saw Sperling the other night with a couple of misdirected shots, and then when his team really needed it, came up with the winner. Rohit now going to be closed down by Holderman. Gets it to Vishnukant. Stolen by Herchmer. Herchmer, nice pass into the circle. Lifted over the keeper, but it was a back stick, says the umpire. And a little shake of the head, I think, from Sperling. He doesn't believe it was a back stick. Hard to tell. Usually a back stick has that loop on it. And from where I am, I have to say I couldn't see any loop because it's just not the right angle. Another free hit. India play on quickly. Looking to spark something is Rajinder. Top of the circle, Angad will win a free hit for India again. Angad lifts it, goes along. Herchmer tried to play it out of his stick. It's a stick check to him. Vishnukant now pushes it wide. Chance to be played in by Sukhvinder. In it goes. It's free inside the circle. Well, again, Onyekwe Naji made a sharp save, but the umpires confer. Penalty corner goes India's way, and no complaints from Germany. Well, I can tell you that the conversion rate for penalty corners in the tournament has suddenly risen to 33% coming into today. And India, their conversion rate is at 42%. So this could spell trouble for Germany. India have scored 9 from 21. Lakra is at the second battery, and that is where the preferred options have been because it tends to bobble a little bit at the first stopping point. Rohit is at the first battery. They go to Lakra. Saved again on Onyekwe Naji, and it came back into the Indian player off the goalkeeper's pads. India saying it was too high. It should have been another penalty corner, but Germany have sprayed the ball out wide. Herchmer now on halfway. Herchmer has to hold it up. Angad tries to steal it. Herchmer, free hit again. There was nowhere to go for him except for back. Altus Barry. 6 substitutes waiting to come on for India. Lovely little shimmy that time from Strutov. Feeds the ball to the baseline. Polyrik across the face of goal. India scrambling here. Shot quickly from Sperling, but it's wide. India was scrambling a little bit there. Polyrik with a really good run along the baseline. So India finally get to change their personnel. Played square to Lakra at the back. One of a long line of Odisha defenders. Oh, Jojo felt he should have got the free hit. I have to say I agree with him. Strutov feeds it forward. Polyrik again will look to go along the baseline. Try to tuck it past one player, did, and it's a penalty corner to Germany. Their first penalty corner now, and what can they do? I mentioned India's percentage, 42%, where Germany's not much worse, 40%. They've scored 4 from 10, haven't won as many penalty corners, but conversion rate has been pretty good. And they would love to now just improve on that ratio with a 5th, because it would just give them a nice buffer in this first semi-final, leading by a goal to 0. At the first battery is Berends. At the second is Jakob Brilla. It goes to, well, it's a mistrap. brought under control eventually by Flatten. Flatten plays it into the circle. Germany still have a chance. Struthoff trying to turn. India should pick that up, and they do. Goes to Uttam. Uttam running diagonally across the pitch, looking for an option, but his teammate was just running in the same line. And then that's just caught the foot of Sunit. So just a little miscommunication between the captain and Sunit. Sunit just needed to maybe pull back square. Berends back to Barry, a little bit of a bobble. Brilla out as Barry. Just knocking that one past is Cordes. Cordes now looking to go around the back of Rowett. Looks for a foot, didn't get it. Good call by the umpire, well positioned. And over the side it goes off the German stick. Well, India at the moment need to just find a little bit of cohesion going forward. It's gone forward this time, but it's going to be a free hit to Germany. Jakob Brilla over the ball again for them. Brilla south passes. Arun looks to close down the forwards. Polyric, though, easily picked out, and there was nobody marking him, and a little bit frustrated was Jojo coming back, shouting at the defenders to advise them that Polyric was free in space. Good pass. Von Montglas lays it back. Cordes left it behind, though. Rohit into the corner for India, trying to edge their way out. Rohit throws it long. That'll be Barry's ball, though. Plenty of space now for Berends. Uttam looked to close him down, but he went back to Jakob Brilla. Nice trap again from Barry, and looking to pounce for India was Arun. Arun just got the better of there that time by Barry, thrown over the top, and now it's a chance for Heinrichs. Heinrichs edging towards the circle, in he goes, pokes it towards goal, and it goes out for a 16. Halfway through the second quarter, still 1-0 in favour of the Germans. Goal scored 23 seconds after the restart by Christian Franz. India bring it down, pushed forward, and India penalised that time. So Germany now ringing the changes. It is a very still night here in Johor Bahru, still very warm, so I can only imagine how hot it is down there on the pitch. Humidity doesn't appear to be too bad, but there's just no breeze to cool things down as Franz, the goal scorer, comes forward, plays it wide to Schmidt-Didlaukes. Barry. Flick forward again. India infringing, but playing on too quickly that time was Heinrichs, but self-passing, trying to find a way into the circle. It falls for Hasbach. Danger. Did he win a penalty corner? No. Struthoff couldn't get it under control, and then eventually tumbling to the ground was Pierre Heinrichs. Again, Indian players, they were looking to play it out to the right, and the player going off the field of play just was not looking. Thrown down the line this time by Amir. But it's going to be a 16, so the aerial pass is not really working for India at the moment. Barry again. Able to feed it into Polyric. Again, there's too much space given to him. India, though, do win it back. Good tackle coming from Arun. Vishnakanth just lays it back. Good pass now into the circle. Come India, up it goes. And a penalty corner. I was going to say that's got to be surely a penalty corner. But it was a good bit of play from Puvana. And India win their second penalty corner. Puvana's at the top of the circle. He gets the high fives from his teammates. As I said, a player I think is a little bit underrated in terms of you don't recognize the work he does. He's apparently been helped a great deal with his game by the former defender for India, V.R. Raghunath. And that doesn't surprise me to hear that, because Raghunath is such a gentleman. So Rohit at the first battery, Lakra at the second. Second penalty corner for India. Can they pull their team level? Goes to Lakra, and it's gone off the first runner. It'll be a long corner. Barry running a good line. Oh, it's a free out. Well, I thought that was definitely off the stick of the defender. I'm not sure how. It couldn't be. And I think that's maybe why India were caught a little. Angad comes back to Vishnukant now. Vishnukant gets it in, and it will be another penalty corner. I think back of the stick is the call against Glanda. Glanda asking the question. So India do have a third penalty corner now. The instructions coming on from Sukhvinder. And this end, as I said, has been hard throughout the tournament because there's a little bit of a bump, it appears, just where the stopper is. And so we've seen a lot of penalty corners mistrapped. Lakra just looking at that space. Well, this time it looks like Aditya is lining up at the first battery. Lakra at the second. They go to Lakra, it's a mistrap again, has to be picked up by Rajinder. Rajinder fires it in and into the foot it goes. Well, I thought that was into the foot of Angad. Played out to Holderman. He throws it over the top, brought down this time, and turning away is Sperling. Sperling impeded. And India going, seriously? That was a clean tackle from Sukhvinder. Von Montglas slowing things down for Germany. Jakob Brilla comes back on and receives the ball immediately. Just approaching the final 4 minutes of the first half. India still trailing by a goal to nil. Comes wide again for Germany to Schmidt-Didlaukis. Nice turn again from Heinrichs, pushes it out wide. Schmidt-Didlaukis, first time's it, but it just kicked off the turf and Von Montglas couldn't get it under control. So it'll be an India ball. Can India find an equaliser before the half-time break? Or will they have to do all of that work in the second half? Thrown into the midfield. And then German players closing down way too early on Amandeep. Amandeep wins another free hit for his team on halfway, but stepping forward and saying, I'll take this. Rajinder goes to Amandeep, comes wide now to Sukhvinder. Lakra. And that one, well, it was, I think, the right call for Germany. Just coming in off the flank, Sukhvinder, as it was falling towards the German player. So India creating danger. Brilla. Another flick in the air. Strutov didn't even have to bring it under control. The Indian player closing him down. Strutov into the circle. Strutov keeps going. It's broken kindly inside for Holderman, but then in the end he lost out to Rajinder. Feeds it to Angad, back to Rajinder. Fed forward again now, and it's Rawat who tries to play it up the line. Uttam will give chase. Uttam will give a really good race to Bria. Bria trying to keep it in play, has to keep it in play. In the end, Uttam tried to just poke that one. But good work by Jakob Brilla. Feeds it to Franz now, and he has Von Montglas in space. Germany, great transition from one corner to the other. It's gone very, very high. Goes over the side. Polyuric takes it quickly, plays on. Feeds Von Montglas, trying to get it back to Polyuric, but it hits a foot, and the Indian players look at each other. A little bit of a miscommunication again that time between Rawat and Rohit. So Germany with their second penalty corner. First one was not trapped. This time, I'm sure they will make sure that it is. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock in the first half. Ideal time to score for Germany, and a really dreadful time to concede if it's India. So Nicholas Berends lines up at the first battery, Jakob Briller at the second. Berends looks to me the preferred choice, and it does go to Berends, and Berends puts it really close to Mohit, but he gets it past him, and Germany take a 2-0 lead. Nicholas Berends flicks home. Germany 2, India 0. Now that is not a good time for India to concede. Less than 2 minutes before half-time. And now they're really going to have to come out firing in the second half. Germany well on top at the moment. 2-0 to the good. Nicholas Berends, who was with Tus Obermensing. Again, I hope I've said that correctly. So India, 1:30 left in the half. They throw that one high and long, and I think that's going to be too long. Angad made the effort to get on the end of it, but one bounce and out of play. And I'm not sure the aerial bombardment is going to be to India's benefit. Good work again from Poljerik in the midfield. Always makes himself available. Berends. Brought down by von Montglas. Great break by Cordes. Good covering defence though by India. And Aditya carries it out for them, slipping on halfway. Turned into the German player. Still kept possession. Good work by Aditya. Jojo feeding it back to the defensive line. India wanting to get it forward quickly. Deflected off Jojo's foot. And so it will be a free hit in the centre of the pitch. Poljerik just pushes it back. Ball eventually played by Flatten. 15 seconds remaining. Germany happy to go back to the defensive line. It comes wide again to Berends. Jakob Briller throws it into space. Look at the gap in the midfield there. India had pushed up, and that was a painful blow. And to be fair, that was really good to see. An apology from von Montglas, who just hit the Indian player with that shot, or the ball towards the circle. Well, it's been a good quarter for Germany. Scoring after 23 seconds, the defender Christian France making it 1-0, and then with just 2 minutes left in the half, it was Berends who converted a penalty corner. So it is India 0, Germany 2 in this first semi-final. Welcome back to the Tamandaya Hockey Stadium. Half-time in the first semi-final between India and Germany. India, the defending champions. Germany, well, they made one trip here and they won in 2012, and they're looking to do that exactly the same in 2023. India trailing by 2-0. As I mentioned before, they've conceded before today 6 goals, 5 of those from penalty corners. Well, I can tell you now they've conceded 8 goals and 6 of those are from penalty corners. So credit to Germany, though, that they did score a field goal first, and they have now scored a penalty corner against India. And it's going to be tough. Germany have conceded just 6 goals, the same as India before this particular game. And 3 of those were penalty corners. The German players beginning to come back out, just trying to work out whether Germany are going to change their goalkeepers. I don't think they are. The skull cap goes on the head of Joshua Onyekwi-Naji, and that's to control his hair and make sure none of it falls down in his face. And then the helmet goes on top of that. Onyekwi-Naji, who's of Nigerian descent, is having a good chat to him about how Nigerians like to speak very loudly, and he was saying that his dad is a bit like that. And the sprinklers have just come on, so the Germans have now retreated to the technical bench so that they don't get absolutely soaked, although in this humidity I would have thought it would be actually quite refreshing. No sign yet of the Indians. They are now beginning to appear. And the big question is, can they find a way back? My personal view is I don't think the aerial ball is paying any dividend at the moment, and so they need to go back to the India of old and pass the ball through the midfield. Of course, there may be the odd opportunity where the aerial ball is a good ball, and just at the moment it's a little bit easy for Germany to defend. Germany will be cock-a-hoop, I would think, with this first half. And Uttam now runs towards his players just to get them together one last time before the second half gets underway. Mohit strolls to join Uttam, of course, who was captain last year. Made his debut for the senior team at the Asia Cup. Only started playing back in 2010. Of course, he is a very young man, like all of these players, but when you hear that, you think, well, it's only 13 years ago, and here they are, playing under 21s. So the big question is, can India find a way back in this match, or have Germany already taken control of it? And are they going to continue their march on to the final tomorrow? Both teams coming into today, like all the semi-finalists, unbeaten here in Johor Bahru in 2023. For 2 of them, that record's going to go. The question is, which 2? Coming up after this, of course, is Pakistan versus Australia. We're down to the time, but the sprinklers are still on, so they're going to need to turn those off pretty rapidly. And I can only presume they're on a timer, and because this game started at the usual time. So I was thinking, because we started the first game earlier today, because if it is level, we go to a shootout. Well, the sprinklers are off now, and so hopefully we can get the game back underway. Whistle goes, and Sperling plays it back for Germany. Jakob Brila to Autus Barry. Uttam, the furthermost forward for India. Herchema, the pivot in the midfield. Good work, Germany, being forced to go back this time. Struthoff with nowhere to go. He's looking to go down the line, then he was cut off from playing it back. The only option was to try and take it himself, and India have stolen possession. So a good start by India. An early goal would be just what they ordered. Vishnukant now Plays it into the circle, off the keeper's pads. Barry gets it under control. Angad steals it, and Angad shoots, but it's wide. Wrong side of the goalpost. Didn't even need the goalkeeper to make any sort of reflex movement towards the ball. Mistrap again by Germany. Angad feeding it forward. Under-hit pass, though. Easily collected, but again, under-hit pass from Germany that time. And getting away with that was Paul Glander. He's probably a little bit relieved. German bench now, trying to make sure that there's a little bit more urgency about the way they start this half. Jakob Briller has Glander wide, but decides to just play it forward to nobody, and then turns his hand up as if to say what's going on. And Sperling, well, if looks could kill, Germany would be down to 10. Amir now for India. Finds the foot of Polyuric. Amir throws it high. And it's India's ball this time. Angad gets on with it quickly. Brilla went in with the stick, got the ball as well. Polyuric now tries to just lift it over the stick that time of Amir. Stolen by India, into the circle it goes, and Onyekwe Naji pushes it out over the side. So it'll be India ball again. They could really do with a goal early, you feel. Amir throws it high and deflected off the stick that time of Schmidt-Didlaukis over the side. So India again. They look to throw it high again, but easily brought down by Polyuric. Short pass on halfway to Polyuric. Goes to von Montglas. Briller trying to give it back, misdirected again. Briller's shoulders drop. And this is where India need to take advantage when those mistakes happen. Herchima, good touch from him, although it's over the side and it will be India ball. Uttam looks to play on quickly. Uttam gets past one, trying to get past the second, which is Strutov, but Strutov stole it. Uttam nearly got it back. It's one back now by India. That was a really good tackle coming in by Rajinder. And the umpire talking to Strutov. Mikhail Strutov just being spoken to there, so he's had a warning. Oh, what a leave that was at the top of the circle. Totally aware that Aditya was behind him, but then it's a penalty corner. Well done, Uttam. So India get their fourth penalty corner. Certainly have come out moving the ball far better than they did in the first half. And bringing the message on this time is Amandeep. Well, this would be a great time for India to score, to get themselves back in the match. Lakra again lines up. He's at the first battery. Just trying to see who's at the second. I think it is indeed, yeah, it is Rohit at the second. I'm sure they will go to Lakra though. They don't, they go to Rohit. It's a mistrap though at the top of the circle. Uttam, the captain, still trying to go, but Barry using his body. And a penalty corner awarded again to India. Notice Barry using his body as if it was a brick wall. So Lakra again, Rohit at the second. They go to Lakra this time, into the first runner, comes back to India, and it will be another penalty corner off Barry. Barry is saying it was off the knee. Don't think the umpire is going to listen to his protestations. So will it be third time lucky for India? This is their sixth penalty corner. They go to Rohit this time. And again, it's a good block by Barry, the first runner. And India win another penalty corner. Their fourth successive penalty corner. I just wonder whether they need to try a variation this time around. Well, running on with instructions, but too deep to share them is Amandeep. So Lakra again, Rohit at the second battery. Goes to Lakra this time, it's off the bar and in! India have pulled one back. Lakra has delivered for India. And that is his 6th goal of the tournament. And India needed it then, probably more than ever. So India back in the match with less than 5 minutes gone in the second half. That was a phenomenal flick. Joshua and Joki Naji just looking at the crossbar wondering how did that get in. He's a tall man, but underside of the crossbar and into the goal from Lakra. So Germany now leading by 2-1. India need to keep the momentum that they started this quarter with going. Germany, well, they need to somehow find the momentum they had in the first half. Thrown to the air, Rohit will get that under control for India. Fed infield again. India beginning to pass the ball now. Rawat closed in on the far side, loses the ball. Von Montglas looking to peel away. India win it back, but a good steal from Herchema. And this time it's Gurjot who's penalised. Well, Gurjot must be pretty strong to knock Autus Barry over. Surely he wasn't acting a little bit there, was he? Oh, great interplay by India down the right-hand side. Lakra pulling back. A little bit of trouble now, just coming back. That was Puvana. Kept it with India. It's thrown forward. Barry's missed it. Coming across is Franz, and he's let it go over the side. So India ball from the side now. Numbers coming forward. Doubling back is Gurjot. Franz goes with him. Good pass. Kept under control. And strong from Germany. Coming through the back there, making sure he got the ball was Berends. Berends in the corner. Sunit, I don't think saw him coming. It's going to be India's free hit. And it'll be another free hit as well. Taken back. Running towards Barry, knocked past him. Is he saying that they didn't go 5 meters before it went in the circle? Well, it clearly did because the free hit was outside that, or whether it was lifted over the knee height of Barry. I'm not sure. I think a bit confused. I didn't see the signal from the umpire. Stolen away and one back again, but one back again by India. Pushed towards the circle. Didn't make it from Arun. Germany get it back now, and they look up as Von Montglas carries it forward, feeds it into the midfield. Heinrichs feeds it forward now. Shot goes over the crossbar from Holderman. Well, Holderman had plenty of space there as Amir gets it for India and looks to go forward again, but that was just too far infield and able to be picked off by Germany. Good anticipation coming that time from Glander. Oh, and Autus Barry just missing that. Whether that was the bobble of the pitch or whether it was a mistrap, I'll let you decide. So, Amir from the side now for India. Approaching the halfway stage of the third quarter. There's still plenty of time for India to get back in this match. Aditya kept it in play. Aditya goes back infield and he's just wrong-footed his teammate, and that's now a chance for Poljerik to launch an attack. Hasbach back to Poljerik. Spins back to Hasbach. Hasbach keeps going, but the whistle's gone. Well, India lucky. Ben Hasbach, as we said, is such a raw young talent for Germany, and you're going to hear his name, I'm sure, for many years to come. Herchema feeds it wide now to Strutov. Strutov fires it in, and a good save by Mohit. Kept it down as well. Could have so easily conceded a penalty corner. Comes back to Franz now. Square de Brilla. Glander. Franz again, the goal scorer. Goes out wide on the right-hand side. Intercepted that time by Lacra, but long corner conceded. Pierre Heinrichs comes across to take it. Goes back to Franz, who will square it to Jakob Brilla. Brilla, well, was asking a heck of a lot of Hasbach then. So Jakob Brilla, his passing tonight has not been quite on point. He's had Sperling racing for balls that he's never going to reach, and now Hasbach. Ball played into Amandeep. Amandeep goes back again. Lacra throws it high. It's brought down well. Nice turn coming from Rajinder. Rajinder down the line. Rajinder wants the pass back. It's gone over the baseline. Well, India claiming it was off a German stick, but nothing doing from the umpire. Tim Sheehan down there in the shade. Jakob Brilla again carrying it out of defence. Didn't get the overhead lifted there. Angad collects for India. Tries to cut in. Polyuric, well, he did obstruct him then, and I'm amazed the whistle didn't go. Put his stick and arm across the body of Angad and got away with it. Vishnukant. Lacra. Played into the top of the circle. Spun and shot from Angad. Good save again on Yekwi Naji. It was a good ball played in by Rawat to find Angad at the top of the circle. That's missed by Holderman, but needing to be quick. And the free hit goes India's way. Germany were complaining that as Rawat turned, he was the one who defended. Rawat throws it high and long. Aditya brings it down in the corner. And the pass is going to be intercepted that time by Cordes, although it'll be a free hit. Vishnukant comes across to take it, looks to try and get along the baseline. Gets a free hit. Is it just right on the corner of the circle where it meets the baseline? It's gone the 5 meters now. Rajinder plays it in, but it's easily deflected away. Top of the circle. Amandeep, good pass by him. Managed to pick out Aditya, but it's taken away now by Hasbach, but it'll be another free hit to India. We got just under 4 minutes left in this third quarter. India searching for an equalizer before the final break. You can just feel they're lifting the tempo slightly, applying the pressure. Amir goes back to Rohit. Comes to Amir again. He'll be closed down by Holderman. Rajinder looks to cut in, and again we see a German player putting his stick and arm across the body. And this time it'll be Sperling who gets 2 minutes on the side. Well, well on the umpire for finally spotting that. It's been happened a couple of times. Apart from impeding the player, it could be dangerous. The edge of a stick could do a lot of damage, especially if it caught you on the wrist. Struthoff, good pass to Von Montglas. Von Montglas cuts in from the side. Good pass again from him, top of the circle. Struthoff tries to play it across the face of goal, and it's gone in off the defender. I'm not sure whether it was Von Montglas. He's the one celebrating, so it may well be his goal. It just looked to bobble up, and India just caught it 6s and 7s. Von Montglas started that when he broke him from the right-hand side as Germany attacked, and he kept his run going into the circle. So Germany restore their 2-goal cushion. It is 3-1 with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And India have to fight their way back once again. They restart. Oh, well, the goal has been given to Heinrichs. So maybe it was Heinrichs who played it in along the goal line and off the defender, but it was von Mondglas that was celebrating. Just from the angle that I was at, just wondered whether he had got a touch, but Heinrichs the scorer. And Germany in a really strong position now. But von Mondglas was the player who really created that goal. Really good run by him. India going to need to score the next goal. Angad. Angad trying to get around the base zone. Wins a free hit for India. Gurjot was trying to get inside the circle. Good defense from Germany. That's good work again by India. And it will be a free hit. Little shove in the back from Polyuric. Angad. And nothing doing with that turn. And I think Herchema having a little word with... It was Herchema having a word with Angad. Not sure that he speaks Hindi. So it's now Germany ball. Just outside the 23-meter line. Von Mondglas again, just controlling things. Polyuric into the circle. Oh, there's a chance now. A brilliant save, Mohit, to deny Hasbak. Strutov gets the shot away. Hasbak is first to the rebound. Across the goal it goes, and into the goal it goes. This time it is Berends who scores, and Germany have a 4-1 lead. And you feel that really now that is a brilliant position to be in as we head into the final quarter. India just did not clear it. Sharp save from Mohit. Umpires are conferring. Is the goal going to stand? I think that, oh, it is a goal. I couldn't see anything wrong with it personally, and a really good finish by Berends. So Berends has two, one from a penalty corner and one from a field goal. And India find themselves now looking as if the defense of their Sultan of Johor Cup is going to be in tatters. And Germany look as if they're, well, they can call it, I suppose, the defense of their title, because this is the first time they've ever come back to defend the title they won in 2012. Last 13 seconds now. Out to Sparry. Plays it square to Jakob Brilla. Glander, miscontrolled by him. Free hit taken by Angad. He's going to have to really hurry. He's going to run out of time. Into the circle it goes. But there is no penalty corner and there is no shot. So India trudge off after doing really well, getting back into the game at 2-1 when Lakra scored a penalty corner. 2 goals in quick succession from Heinrichs and Berends have given Germany the ascendancy as they go into the final break. It is India 1, Germany 4. Well, the German players were in a circle around their coach, Ryan van Eyck. And now they make their way back out for this final 15 minutes. They have a 3-goal cushion. 2 goals in 2 minutes, right at the end of the third quarter. After India had fought back, put them in a really strong position now to continue their march into the gold medal match tomorrow. They will find out who their opponent is later tonight, as following this will be the second semi-final, Australia against Pakistan. Germany get us underway for the final quarter. Heinrichs, one of the goal scorers, plays it back to Franz, another of the goal scorers. Franz tries the angle pass, and there is absolutely nobody from Germany in that area. They'd all relocated. Well, India, we saw them score late goals against Pakistan to get a 3-3 draw in that game. They're going to need something pretty special tonight. They've got the talent. Angad feeds it forward to Uttam. Uttam along the baseline. Uttam lays it back, and it's a back stick, says the umpire. Uttam does not agree with that. And Uttam still looking at the umpire and holding his shoulders drooped. Very despondent with that decision. Rajinder now. Germany will need to defend valiantly. Rohit goes back to Amandeep. Lakra now. Amir wide in space. Henderson, or Holderman rather, looks to close him down. Cordes. Well, to me, Cordes is the player that jumped into Vishnukant. And I can't believe that the free hit goes there. And a card is issued to Vishnukant. Well, to me, he was running and Cordes was trying to get the ball, lost control. Yellow card. Wow. Well, just from right above, that's how it looked to me. It looked like Cordes didn't really have control and was trying to get there as Vishnukant came in. Shot on the turn, good save, Mohit. Sperling testing the goalkeeper. Germany with a player advantage for the next 5 minutes. And they are likely to take advantage. Penalty corner. So it's just falling apart a little bit for India here. They lose a player, now they lose a penalty corner, and it is the 3rd penalty corner for Germany. And it would really rub salt into the wounds if they score. The umpire just coming across and having a word with Florian Sperling. So lining up at the top of the battery. First battery, Pierre Heinrichs. Second battery is Flatten. They go to Flatten, and that is, oh, it's gone in. It is another goal to Germany. Goal number 5. And the first runner was hit, painful blow. India stopped, and Germany played to the whistle. And Germany claim a 5th goal. And it's all smiles now as they jog back. And it's Heinrichs who gets another one for Germany. So Heinrichs gets his 2nd. And there are still 13 minutes remaining. Well, India have just not really managed to cope tonight. And there's Uttam hits the turf, and Franz says there was nothing in it, so too does the umpire. Glander. Heinrichs to Glander again. Goes back to Barry. Christian Franz. Lovely pass again from Franz. Glander making a run. Barry just having to stretch a little bit for that pass. Will look to play it now to Glander. Continue his run down the flank. Goes back to Franz, who third attempt gets it under control. Good pass down the line again, coming from Flatten. Into the circle come Germany now. Von Montglas. Oh no, it's Poljurik, my apologies. And there it goes again, goal number 6. And Sperling adds to the goal feast here. And India, I have to say, their defence of their title has ended. There is absolutely no way I can see India coming back now with 5 goals in the next 12 minutes. Two goals in 2 minutes again at the start of this fourth quarter, and a yellow card issued to India have torn them apart. And Germany all smiles, as you would expect. It's the same score as it was earlier in the year in the Four Nations Championship in Germany. And Germany, you have to say, have just been absolutely clinical tonight. Sperling, who I mentioned before in a previous game, played in the Champions Trophy, the new franchise league in Bangladesh. I'm not sure what the delay. Oh, we've got the Mohit doing his pads, so that is why the Indian players coming together, talking with their captain. So Mohit just fixing his pads. The clock has stopped. It will be on again now, and India get us underway. Trailing now by 5 goals. I'd have to say, I think that this might be as quickly Poljurik denied the chance to go ahead. I'm just wondering if this is the biggest defeat that India are facing in the Sultan of Johor Cup. Certainly I've covered 6 of these tournaments, cannot remember a scoreline like this between India and any other opposition. We'll check it tomorrow. Oh, again, there's a chance coming into the circle, cross the face of goal. Hit the body, though, at the back post. It was Holderman coming in after Poljurik tried to find him at the back post. Holderman actually, I don't think, had any opportunity getting out of the way as he jumped and tried to deflect it goalwards with his stick. Poljurik looking to steal the ball again. Barry now getting in on the party. Sperling. Barry continues his run into the circle. Herchemer comes wide again to Poljurik. Poljurik, and it's deflected. It'll be a long corner. Just lobbed to Cordes. Cordes beats one, can't beat the second. Germany, though, won't give up the ball that easily. Strutov won it back, found Poljurik, who fed it back to him, and now it's with Jakob Brilla. Barry, little mistrap from him that time. Goes out wide onto the left-hand side. Germany again stretching India's defence. And another long corner is the return. Altus Barry. Oh, what a ball that was. That was a perfect line. And unfortunately for Germany, nobody could get on the end. Flatten was the first man. Sperling was the second. Well, incredibly, the first time these two met in the Sultan of Johor Cup was when Germany won, and in the pool game, India won 3-1. Germany then going on to win the title in the final, 3-2. Mohit saves again. The rebound comes back to Rohit, stolen by Hasbach. India scrambling to get it out of the circle. Jakob Brilla just taking it away that time from Uttam. Strutov trying to find a way around the back of Rawat. And the free hit goes the way of India. And I have to say, the Indian side looking a little bit dispirited now. And in that final back in 2012 was 3-2, but Germany were 3-1 up before Akashdeep scored in the 67th minute. That, of course, was in the days where you played 70 minutes in 2 halves. Akashdeep, who's gone on to have a fantastic career with the national team in India. Wonderful striker. And a lovely man, too. Uttam thwarted again down the side. We're halfway through the final quarter. Are there rather any consolation goals left for India? Hasbach working hard. It comes to Rawat again. Hasbach penalised. Rawat relieved, I think, to get the free hit. Amandeep playing it forward now. Rajinder belts it in. Is it going to break kindly? It's a shot on the turn. It's wide, though. Well, there was no whistle, and so getting the shot away was Arun. But unfortunately for India, it was off target. France almost had that taken by Angad. Good work again in the midfield from Von Montglas. And he's there, but it's gone over the side. But it came off the Indian stick, so Von Montglas self-passes. Tries to keep the momentum of the attack going. Certainly a player that you've heard in Germany to keep an eye on, Hugo Von Montglas. But several of these players as well. And Germany have given them international experience already. Played the under-21 side in the Pro League against Spain. Put out a team with just 21 caps between them. Surging through the middle, Hasbach will get the decision there. And India, I think from memory, Uttam is one of the few to have played for the national team. Good work again by Glander. Poljerik goes back to Franz. Brilla, short pass by him up the sideline. Good lead again by Sperling, but good anticipation defensively by India. And that should be Gurjot's ball, and a lovely touch by him to feed it back. And into the circle goes Angad, tries to get the shot away. And the German player's coming back, he got all stick. And India are going to pull their goalkeeper, I believe. Oh no, it says change. It is actually Germany changing their goalkeeper. So Joshua Onyekwi Naji will come off, and Florian Zimon will come on. Florian Zimon, who was nominated for an Elite Student Award and won €7,000 grant, which was courtesy of the German Olympic Federation and the Savings Bank. So I'm sure that was a very welcome reward to help him fund his hockey career. Altus Barry help down the line. Von Montglas has Barry coming in support. Von Montglas goes infield. Polyuric just inside the circle now, dinks it to Von Montglas. Good defence by India, they got it away, but over the side it'll go. And Germany will come again. Flatten goes wide again to Glander. Polyuric just taunting almost Rajinder, but Rajinder says, well, I'll have the ball then. Good skills again from India as they come forward. Vishnukant to Uttam. Vishnukant needs to watch Von Montglas behind him. He was aware of that danger. Comes back to Lakra now. And letting that one run was Rajinder, but it was easily picked off by Barry behind him. Well, Germany scored 6 in their opening game against South Africa. I don't think many suspected they'd score 6 today against India. Less than 3.5 minutes remaining in this semi-final. Hasbach gets the ball again, tries to go into the circle. Good tackle coming that time from India. Uttam again trying to spark something for his side, being given a free hit just around the 23-metre line. Not sure if it's just inside or just outside. Just outside, says the umpire. Rajinder leaves it. Amandeep into the circle. It is a goal. Well, the deflection was a good one from Uttam. And India pull a goal back, but it is just a consolation goal. India with their second goal, played in by Amandeep, deflected by Uttam, with just 2.5 minutes left. And Simon must be a little bit disappointed he's come on and conceded. But it was a pretty good finish by the captain of India. So they just lessen the pain of defeat with that goal. Just probably coming a little bit too late to save India. Still battling hard. Germany, though, still coming up with the ball. Franz, who started the scoring. Cordes played it just into the foot of Angad. Cordes self-passes, a little push down the line. Good covering work coming across that time from Sunit. Sunit wondering how the free hit went against him and in favour of Strutov. Brilla. Barry. Good pressure again. Angad stolen it away from Herchema. It was good work from Gurjot. Angad looks to feed it, but it's just too far ahead again. It took it. No, they've given a. Well, it is going to be a long corner. India were going for the long corner. The umpire had signalled a 16. Played square that time by Jojo. And the whistle, meaning it's outside the 16 again. They look to play it in. Herchema, well, was he 5 metres when that was taken? Certainly didn't look it, but anyway, he's allowed to play on. Strutov. Well, he just went past with ease, Jojo. Flatten now. What a pass that is. Strutov, edge of the circle, spins onto the forehand. Wide this time. And taking evasive action was Sperling. Final minute here. Sad night for India's defence of their win last year. So India's Sultan of Johor trophy wins will remain at 3. The question is, will Germany win their second? Will Australia win their third? Is it third, or have Australia won 3 already? I'm just trying to check as India come on the attack again. Yeah, Australia have won 2, so Australia looking to win their third. Germany looking to win their second. Pakistan looking to win their first. And a card has been issued to the German player, and it will be a penalty corner to India. So Barry makes his way over to the side for a yellow card. India can push everybody forward. This is their 8th penalty corner. Rohit lines up. Alongside him is Rawat. Well, just for respectability, India would like to put this one away. Comes to Rohit. He flicks, it's saved by, it's gone in, it dribbled in. The goalkeeper got a touch on it, so India do pull another goal back. Rohit gets one more for his side from a penalty corner. But it is going to be too little too late for India. But a much more respectable scoreline than it looked early at the start of this quarter, where 2 goals in quick succession in the 47th and 48th minute by Germany, following a yellow card to Vishnukant, really just blew the game away and secured it for Germany. And pushed back by Florian Sperling. Jakob Brilla will just hold it, I'm sure, or throw it to the air. And there goes the hooter, and that is the end of the match. It is a comprehensive victory for Germany, and they march on into the final tomorrow. Who they will meet, we don't know, but we will find out, because the next game will decide that. India's defence of their title in tatters. But in the end, Germany just too clinical for India. The final score, India 3, Germany 6. Germany through to the final.